Premier League reigning champions Leicester City have fired coach Claudio Ranieri. The veteran Italian has lost his job just 9 months after leading Leicester to their first ever Premier title. At the start of that historic campaign, the odds of the Foxes winning the title were 5,000 to 1. But this season, Leicester have struggled mightily. They're currently hovering just above the relegation zone. Now, many took to social media to blast the club for firing Ranieri. Former Leicester star Gary Lineker commented, "After all that Claudio Ranieri has done for Leicester City, to sack him now is inexplicable, unforgivable, and gut-wrenchingly sad." Manchester United manager Jose Mourinho shared this photo with Ranieri on Instagram and wrote, "Champion of England and FIFA Managers of the Year sacked. That's the new football, Claudio. Keep smiling. Nobody can delete the history you wrote." And sport commentator Brian McNally agreed that the decision says something bad about the state of football in a tweet liked hundreds of times. He says, "The callous sacking of Ranieri is further proof that billionaire buffoons are ripping the heart and soul out of the game." Well, here from the heart of the DW Sports Desk is Matt Pearson to talk about all that's happening today. The firing of Ranieri, obviously quite controversial, Matt, given especially that Leicester City won the Premier League last year. They're still the reigning champions. Is this the right call to fire the coach now?
As much as I don't want to disagree with the likes of Jose Mourinho and Gary Lineker, I can understand the decision. I mean, yes, they won the league at these ridiculous odds a year ago, but they've really struggled this time round. They were placed above the relegation zone, haven't scored a goal in the Premier League all year. And the question is, how much does sentiment make the decision? And Leicester have said, no, actually, our heads are going to rule our hearts this time. We think a new guy can do a better job. And I don't think it detracts from what Ranieri did last year, to be honest. It's a harsh decision, but I think it's probably the right one.
Yeah, the big zero in the goals scored in the Premier League this season, that doesn't really count much in his favour, I must say. OK, so the team's going to try to turn things around. Do you think they can turn it around in the Premier League, maybe under a new coach?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely they should be able to. This is pretty much the same group of players that won the title last year with a couple of additions. They've still got Riyad Mahrez, last year's Player of the Year, and Jamie Vardy, who scored 24 goals, I think. And, compared to the other teams down there, this is a high-quality squad. They've got a huge game coming up in 2 weeks, by which time you'd expect them to have a new boss in charge against Hull, who are also threatened by relegation. They win that, you feel they might start to build some momentum. But first, they need to score a goal.
OK, Matt from our sports desk, Matt Pearson, thank you so much.